Today I'll be reviewing the Hover X1 drone, the good, the bad, and the useless. Stick around. So when I was first starting out my YouTube channel, I thought, man, I saw a commercial for the Hover X1. I thought this would be awesome for when I'm on my snowmobile, for having basically a cameraman when I'm here by myself, which is 90% of the time that I come up to the Derby Canyon cabin and Derby Canyon retreat. So let's get started with unboxing. So the good about this thing is it's very lightweight, it's very compact, it's a very cool design where it folds its wings in, and literally I can fit this in a shirt pocket, which is obviously all really great features. It also comes with two batteries in this battery charging stand with one charging port, which makes it nice to charge one or both at the same time. But I will say they include two batteries not to be nice, but out of pure necessity. The first time I ever ran this in any kind of weather, I think it lasted about 15 minutes until the batteries were completely dead. At least one battery, I should say. I also did an early shoot in my garage where there's no weather or anything like that, and that battery, I had it in follow me mode, which basically means it makes eye contact with you. I think it's just using your eyes as a reference point and follows you around, which is a really cool mode. But that again, the batteries only lasted 15 minutes. So if you're looking for something to take into the mountains to follow you on a snowmobile or a dirt bike or wakeboarding or whatever the case may be, this product probably won't work for you. The other thing, besides just the short runtime on the batteries, that I was extremely disappointed with and kind of rendered it useless for my purposes, is once you pair it and you do the follow me mode and it's got your eyes, as soon as you break eye contact or put on a helmet, it loses you. And for me, you guys probably can't see it, but this pretty little scar up here is a really tough lesson that I learned when I was being less than prepared on a snowmobile. And so helmets are not optional from that point forward, or frankly for anyone who's being smart. And so for me to wear a helmet, I can't use this drone in the follow me mode. Now the other thing is there are several modes, and some of them are super cool. Like it has a hover mode, which will basically just circle you in a 360. You guys see this footage in my videos all the time. It looks like this, or a little bit like that. But that's not worth, in my opinion, the price point of this particular item. You also have a zoom out, and I think it's like 5 meters, where it starts with your eye contact and zooms out, which is kind of cool for a fun little shoot or theme, as well as just a hover in place, so it'll just stay right where you are. So I've used that for doing like drive-by or other maybe action type footage that way. It also has somewhat of a programmable mode, which I haven't looked too much into, but from what I've seen, it doesn't really do a lot beyond what it's already capable of with the pre-programming. And a bird's eye view setting, which I think it goes up again, it's like 5 meters or something like that. Looks around and comes down. Not quite that super high drone footage that you might used to be seeing, but it is a kind of a cool feature. The other thing that I'm not a big fan of this product is the audio. So for one thing, I did not realize this before I purchased it, but you have to have your phone on with the app running, and your phone is then the microphone to record any audio while you're filming with this. So that's a little inconvenient, especially if you're planning on filming with your phone. It's also inconvenient because even when you have that all set up properly recording, I've had distorted audio. I've had times when audio didn't come through. And so that's another item that I wasn't super happy with, and I'm not sure that I would actually buy this product again given the opportunity. So it's got some really cool features. It's really awesome for some hands-free, kind of a cheap cameraman, if you will, with some really basic effects like I've used several times. But if you're like me and you were hoping to have a drone follow you when you're on a utility vehicle, snowmobile, dirt bike, or if you're looking for a runtime greater than half an hour, I don't think this is going to be your fit. Also, the audio is a bit of a challenge. It can work, but I've had glitches with it, and it's not the most convenient. When I bought this device, it was $500. For a hands-free cameraman and just even following you around, I think that that's not the worst price in the world. But when you add in the short battery time, the follow me issues, and the audio problems, then I don't use it nearly as much as I thought I would. So hopefully that's helpful to kind of get an idea of some of the pros and the cons. And for some people it still might make a lot of sense, but I kind of felt like I was paying for some really basic shots at a price that may or may not have made sense. So for you guys, depending on your purposes, it may or may not be useful. But hopefully that's helpful in getting kind of the lowdown on the Hoverair X1 drone, the pros, the cons, and the not so useful features. My mission is self-reliance through sustainable living, and we're here to build a community. Click here to subscribe to be sure to get more awesome content for living off the land. And be sure to go in to enter for notifications. Click that bell, get notifications, and stay in tune. Subscribe, watch, and comment. Let's build a community. See you soon.